Hi. That was weird, loud, and annoying. I don't know why I did that. I just pushed the start button, then just felt like saying "Hey" randomly. I hope nobody heard that. Anyways, I am going to review the new Star Wars movie, Solo. I'm sure most people already know who Han Solo is. I should assume you do. I mean, you know who Han Solo is, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, anyways, if you don't know who Han Solo is, I have no idea why you're clicking on this review or what you're even doing here. You should probably go watch the original trilogy, which, by the way, the original movies, they're better than this. Spoiler alert, they're better than this. Anyways, starting off, so yeah, Han Solo, he's a pretty popular character. He's like my favorite, or at least one of my favorite Star Wars characters. You know, he's a pretty cool cat. He's one of the cool kids. So they decided to give him his own movie, you know, Solo: A Star Wars Story, which, you know, I thought it'd be interesting. You know, I thought this would be interesting, and it turns out it is. It is pretty interesting. It's pretty good, you know. There, my review's done. No, just kidding. So, you know, it was pretty good. I think, you know, when I was watching it, I was thinking like, I wasn't necessarily sure. As it got later into the end, it got a lot better, I think. There were some characters on here like that one little dude with 4 arms. I don't even remember what species he was, but and they never showed me what it was. But it's like, you know, they just had these new characters. You know, what's his name? He had like his, I don't even remember his name. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Beckus. That was his name, right? Yeah. Yeah, his character. Anyways, you know, he had his little crew of people. I don't remember their names. I don't remember who they were. But he had his little crew of people. And oh, by the way, spoilers for this movie. I should maybe I'll put that in the thumbnail. But anyways, he had like his little crew of people, you know, they're like, oh, well, these might be like some interesting characters, and then all of a sudden, bam, they kill him. They just go out like that. Just like that. Just like blip, you know. So then they're just dead, so it's like, I guess that is pretty accurate towards life about, I mean, if you're doing some crazy high-scale mission of like stealing some car or something from some device from a train and like some spaceship and something, and it's like, you know, people are probably gonna die in that situation, but you know, people are probably gonna die, but you know, they're probably gonna die, and they did die. But I mean, what does it look like? Game of Thrones? You think this is Game of Thrones? Anyways, I'm talking too long about that. Should move on to like the other things. We got characters in this movie. There was like the one villain he was interesting. I don't even remember his name, so I guess maybe he wasn't that interesting. But it's a good way to start this video. Anyway, well, it hasn't started, but it's a good thing to add to this. But anyways, he was an interesting character, you know, he was an interesting villain. He wasn't necessarily typical. He was kind of like, he acted nicer, he kind of acted nice, like he was a regular, you know, he was just like a nice guy, kind of acted like that, but then he gets angry, you know, he just stabs people and whatever, and his face turns really red, he gets those veins and whatever, and yada yada yada. So he was an interesting villain. He wasn't your typical villain. And Beckett, he wasn't also like your typical mentor person. And I thought that scene at the end, remember spoilers, was interesting, where, you know, he was just like, Han just had to shoot him, and he didn't know he was going to shoot him, but then he just shot him anyway. He just like had to kill him, you know. It's just like, boom, you know. As if he had no choice, which he kind of did, and it was kill or be killed in that situation. So that was a pretty interesting situation. Probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It was also interesting seeing the Kessel Run, the big thing in like the comics and books and whatever else, you know. Finally seeing the Kessel Run actually happen. The Kessel Run happened, and cool stuff happened. Hang on, I need some water. Jeez. It's hot out today. It was hot out today. Earlier. Pretty thirsty. Gotta stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, kids. Drink your water. Anyways, so yeah, they did the Kessel Run, which was a big thing that Han always brags about. As how he made the Kessel Run like that, and you know that's what he did. He made the Kessel Run, which was, you know, was pretty interesting. It was maybe a little overhyped, but it was interesting. It was interesting how that all worked together, how everything happened like that. I don't know. It's not a whole lot to say there. What else in this movie? What else in this movie? Oh yeah, I know. What about the Darth Maul scene? Yes, what about the Darth Maul scene? I just felt like saying that. I almost forgot about that. That's like my favorite part in the movie, the whole Darth Maul scene. Yeah, the Darth Maul just shows up. So all those friends of mine, they're like, oh, well, it's not canon. He never came back. He was dead. And he died. He got his legs cut off. He fell into the trash chute. Nope. He's alive. He's alive. Yes, he is alive, and that's some pretty ugly CGI, by the way. They didn't really do a very good job on him. Unexpected, like of all the people that I thought were going to be in charge of that, I didn't think it was going to be Darth Maul. I thought Darth Maul was just done. Even though I know we all were hoping that it was going to be Jar Jar Binks. We were all hoping that Jar Jar Binks. No, just kidding. Nobody likes that guy. Anyways. So yeah, that was very weird, and you know they need to make Darth Maul a Star Wars story. Next up, Darth Maul a Star Wars story. Make it happen, Disney. Make it happen. Anyways, back on topic. So the very last scene, it was a pretty good scene at the, you know, like the final act, but then it's like it was a double cross, then a triple cross, and then a quadruple cross, and then, you know, it just keeps going back and forth, and it's like, oh, what's her name? I don't even remember her name. Han's girlfriend. She's good, then she's bad, then she's good again, then she's really bad, but I don't know. It's just really complicated, kind of convoluted. Yeah, that's the right word, I think. But anyways, in reality, I thought this was still a pretty good movie, and the third act was still pretty good. And you know, I hope I didn't forget anything, but you know, I think I'll give this movie about a 87 out of 100%. That sounds pretty good. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I should be coming out with another video today. So see ya in the next video if you watch that. I guess if you don't watch it, then I won't see you again. Bye-bye.